Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers hint that Taylor Hayes could collapse over Ridge Forrester calling off their engagement. Will Ridge choosing Brooke Logan trigger a broken heart syndrome setback? B&B fans will recall that when Rebecca Budig first appeared as a Taylor recast, some medical drama took center stage. Taylor believed she had heart failure until Grace Buckingham figured out she had broken heart syndrome instead. Of course, Ridge did his best to support Taylor on her path to healing, but now he's going to hurt her in the worst way possible. Instead of keeping all the promises he's made to Taylor, Ridge seems poised to end their engagement and squash her plans for a happy ending. Taylor truly believed in Ridge's commitment to her this time around. At least, that's what she kept telling herself and everyone else. Perhaps somewhere deep in her heart, Taylor knew Ridge reuniting with Brooke was possible and even inevitable. Even so, it'll be tough for Taylor when she realizes Ridge and Brooke still have a future together. Taylor will get updates on all the Italy chaos, including the fact that Ridge kissed Brooke after that wild water rescue. There's a chance Taylor might tell Ridge they can still fix this. It's easy to imagine Taylor clinging to their relationship out of desperation and acting like Ridge just got swept up in the moment when he saved Brooke. However, Ridge's mind seems made up now that he almost lost the love of his life. It was a huge reminder of what matters most to Ridge, and what matters most is Brooke. Ridge will no doubt offer a sincere apology and try to let Taylor down gently, but she's still going to take the news awfully hard. Could Taylor end up experiencing a broken heart syndrome setback and keeling over right in front of Ridge? That would make Ridge feel even worse about what he's putting Taylor through, so stay tuned to see how this devastation will affect her. Whatever the case, the bold and the beautiful spoilers say Taylor will have to find a path forward without Ridge now that he's going all in on Brooke again. The Forrester estate was supposed to be filled with joy that afternoon. Taylor Hayes had spent the morning rehearsing her vows in the mirror, smoothing her hair, and telling herself that this time, she and Ridge would finally have their happy ending. The years of interruptions, betrayals, and Brooke Logan-shaped storms felt like they were finally behind her. Ridge Forrester arrived earlier than expected, his usually warm brown eyes shadowed with uncertainty. Taylor could see it before he even opened his mouth. His shoulders were tense, his steps hesitant, and the bouquet of flowers he was carrying felt like an apology rather than a celebration. "Taylor," he began, setting the flowers down with almost too much care. "We need to talk." Her heart gave a small, nervous flutter. Not again, she thought. She'd been through too many of these talks with Ridge over the years, and each one left another invisible scar. Ridge's voice was soft but heavy. "I can't marry you. Not right now. Not like this." The words seemed to hang in the air, thick and suffocating. Taylor felt the blood drain from her face. "You can't?" she repeated, the word "can't" feeling like it had claws that tore through her chest. "Ridge, we've been through too much for you to pull away now." "What happened? Is it Brooke?" His silence was the answer she feared most. "I still care about you deeply," Ridge said, looking almost ashamed. "But I can't stand at that altar knowing my heart isn't entirely here. I owe you honesty." The next moments blurred. Taylor felt something inside her give way, like an overstrained cord finally snapping. Her breaths became shallow, her chest tight. I can't," she whispered, reaching for the back of the nearby chair. Before Ridge could react, Taylor's knees buckled, and she collapsed to the floor. "Taylor!" Ridge shouted, dropping to his knees beside her. Panic surged through him as he tried to rouse her. Her face was pale, her pulse rapid but weak. He called out for help, his voice trembling in a way that betrayed the depth of his fear. Moments later, chaos consumed the corridors of University Hospital. Steffi Forrester was already there when Ridge arrived with the paramedics, her expression switching from confusion to horror as she saw her mother on the gurney. "What happened?" Steffi demanded, looking from Ridge to the EMTs. "She collapsed," Ridge said, his voice cracking. I think it's, I think it's my fault. Dr. Bridget Forrester was the first to meet them in the ER. She quickly ordered tests, her brow furrowing as she listened to Ridge's halting explanation. It could be stress-induced cardiomyopathy, Bridget said after the initial assessment, commonly called broken heart syndrome. The heart muscle weakens suddenly, usually triggered by extreme emotional stress. The words broken heart hit Ridge like a punch to the gut. He couldn't ignore the cruel irony. His decision to be honest had literally broken Taylor's heart. While Bridget worked on stabilizing Taylor, Steffi pulled her father aside, her eyes blazing. How could you do this to her? You know what she's been through, how fragile she can be when it comes to you. Steffi's voice was low but venomous. You stood there, looked her in the eye, and ripped her heart out. And now she's lying in a hospital bed because of it. I didn't want to hurt her, Ridge said, guilt pressing down on him like a weight he couldn't shake. But I couldn't lie. Don't talk to me about lies, Dad. You've been bouncing between Mom and Brooke for decades. You think this is about honesty? No, this is about you never being able to commit to anything unless it's convenient for you. Hours later, Taylor regained consciousness. Her first words were not about her health, but about Ridge. Did you mean it? You don't want to marry me? Ridge, sitting at her bedside, took her hand gently. Taylor, I love you, but I don't want to hurt you more by making promises I'm not sure I can keep. Taylor's eyes welled with tears. You have any idea what that does to a person? To have you love me only when it's convenient? Her voice cracked, but she continued. I thought we were building something solid this time. I thought I was finally enough. Ridge felt the sting of every word. He wanted to tell her she was enough, that she'd always been enough. But the truth was messier than that. He wasn't ready to give her what she deserved, and maybe he never would be. Just when the air couldn't feel more tense, Brooke Logan appeared in the doorway, her eyes wide with concern. I came as soon as I heard. Taylor, are you okay? Taylor's lips tightened, and Steffi visibly stiffened. Ridge looked between the two women, realizing his decision had not only caused pain, it had reignited a rivalry that was never truly dormant. You don't need to be here, Brooke, Steffi said sharply. You're the reason my mother's lying in this bed. Brooke's jaw set, but she kept her voice steady. I didn't ask Ridge to call off the engagement. No, but you didn't exactly discourage it, did you? Steffi shot back. Ridge tried to intervene, but Taylor's soft, tired voice silenced them all. Both of you stop. I can't do this anymore. Her eyes lingered on Ridge, sadness replacing the earlier anger. Maybe this is the wake-up call I needed. My heart can't keep surviving this tug of war. So maybe it's time I stopped playing. In the days that followed, Taylor focused on her recovery. Bridget kept her on light activity, stressing the importance of emotional rest as much as physical healing. Steffi remained by her mother's side, vowing not to let Ridge or anyone else push her into another heartbreak. Ridge visited daily, but Taylor kept the conversation short and polite. The wall between them grew higher with each passing hour. Privately, Ridge wondered if this time he had truly lost her, not because of Brooke, not because of another man, but because Taylor had finally realized her worth. This storyline sets the stage for some major emotional fallout: Steffi's protective rage, Brooke's guilty conscience, and Ridge's battle with his own indecision, while giving Taylor a dramatic medical crisis that could redefine her role in the show. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.